Good evening and welcome to Crap Grandma Says. It's Tuesday, July 22nd, 2025. I want to start out my post tonight by offering my condolences to the families of Ozzy Osbourne and Malcolm Jamal Warner. I can remember watching Malcolm Jamal Warner in many different shows, but especially as Theo Huxtable. He had a great sense of humor and it carried through to the screen. And for Ozzy, the man of 1,000 rough lives, many of which he caused himself, I can remember being a young person in Daytona Beach, working parking and security at one of his concerts, and hearing the strains of Crazy Train and thinking that the Crazy Train was one that Ozzy has always ridden to the fullest. May he have a good ride now. So now let's light it up. Donald Trump has officially crossed into fan fiction territory, and not the clever kind. No, this is the delusional, deeply embarrassing kind where the author self-inserts into a revenge fantasy because reality just won't cooperate. Trump recently shared a grotesquely asinine video fantasizing about Barack Obama being arrested by the FBI. That's right, he made a cinematic tantrum where the FBI does to Obama what Trump is terrified will happen to him. Projection, thy name is Donald. This wasn't a political statement, wasn't even a meme. This was an unhinged man scribbling his grudges in crayons and screaming at the fridge because the light won't turn off. It's not just disgraceful, it's dangerous, but it's also pitiful. Because behind the badly edited video and the dystopian score is a truth Donald Trump can't escape. Barack isn't the one a jury found to be a massive criminal. No amount of middle school revenge theater is going to erase that. And may Donald Trump receive everything that he projects onto Obama and more. I hope he rots in a Salvadoran prison pit of hell. And then there's Paramount. Congratulations, Paramount. You've officially won the gold medal in corporate cowardice. It appears that the settlement between Donald Trump that Paramount released information on today. Let me rephrase that. Paramount released information today on what very much appears to be part of their settlement with Donald Trump. And what they released makes it seem much more likely that the firing of Stephen Colbert, one of the last remaining vertebrates in late-night TV, is part of that settlement. They announced today a $20 million Benny package of advertising for Trump. And of course, there was already the pile of hush money that Donald Trump will now use to do the same crappy things he's always done to people. Paramount didn't just fold, they sold us out. They didn't just kill comedy, they gift-wrapped its corpse and handed it to the one man who can't take a joke without tweeting stupid crap at 3 a.m. And for what? All so they could solidify their deal with Skydance Media to sell themselves to them. A deal which, by the way, just happens to need government approval to go through. Paramount should know by now that appeasement has never worked with authoritarian narcissists. It just emboldens them to push for more. Frankly, I hope Donald Trump screws them over like he does everybody else. But if there were ever a valid candidate for a full-throttle, scorched earth cancellation by all of us, it's Paramount for betraying its audience, muzzling dissent, and handing a check to the man who tried to end democracy while whining about being silenced. The only thing more pathetic than Donald Trump's fantasy arrests is the real-world obedience of a billion-dollar corporation too gutless to defend the truth. So there's that.